Seriously, I'm gonna keep saying this until I die. American culture is Black American culture. It just gets filtered out and watered down and whitewashed until they can give credit to a white guy.
So why does Black culture lead global culture? Black people say they want our rhythm, but not our blues. But a mentor once told me that your pain becomes your power. So maybe y'all have got rhythm because you've had your blues.
Black people are the cool. They
make things cool.
They're the culture drivers of America without question.
But you don't date Spanish guys at all?
No.
Do you have any idea why?
First, I like dark complexion.
As an Indian man that was born and raised in America, I'm telling you right now, every aspect of American culture, sports, fashion, art, music, all of it, it's all Black culture. Black culture is American culture.
No matter what else it is, the Black American sound dominates. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to sound like us. They don't want to look like us most of the time, but they want to sound like us.
People are the cool. They
make things cool.
They're the culture drivers of America without question.
Filters.
In some ways, I guess that's, maybe ancient Greece. What's democracy if not the original hip hop? How everything filtered out from that. Kind of, the same way.
Love it when you call me Big Son.
The same way music's been taking from Black people forever. Mm-hmm. Everyone's kind of been taking our shit between philosophy and democracy.
But you don't date Spanish guys at all?
No.
Do you have any idea why?
I guess I like first, I like dark complexion. And it seemed like every dark guy that I ever like, they're African American or Jamaican. I don't even like people I think that like is my race, just because I like to date people that are different from me. Like I like to date people that are not like me. I like their culture. I already know my culture, so I want something new to me.
Seriously, I'm gonna keep saying this until I die. American culture is Black American culture. It just gets filtered out and watered down and whitewashed until they can give credit to a white guy. Jazz, country, rock and roll, rap, all Black American creation. And then you want to move to the protest side. Bro, not only did Black Lives Matter spark actual other things like Asian lives matter and queer lives matter and trans lives matter, but on the flip side, when racist assholes were trying to say, well, blue lives matter, through humanity, what happened is it translated into less of a sarcastic thing and more into a genuine, like, support your nurses and firefighters and EMTs. So even the people who might be the most discriminatory, they gotta think of Black American for their own fucking views.
Black culture is American culture. As an Indian man that was born and raised in America, I'm telling you right now, every aspect of American culture, sports, fashion, art, music, all of it, it's all Black culture. Black culture is American culture. This superior race bullshit that's being spewed right now, that's what it is. It's just bullshit. Because if you take away your money, you take away your business, you take away your influence, it all collapses. The American economy will collapse without you. Some of the single most greatest inventions that were created in America were by Black people. I'm just tired of this like narrative that like, oh, people are too ghetto. Oh, people are this and people are that. You'd be nothing without them. You'd be nothing without them. And this isn't just for like my Black friends. This is like for all minorities. They would be nothing without you. And another thing, stop supporting these corporations that literally disrespect you on a daily basis.
So why does Black culture lead global culture? Black people say they want our rhythm, but not our blues. But a mentor once told me that your pain becomes your power. So maybe y'all have got rhythm because you've had your blues. Born from chains and pain, rhythm came from struggle. It's not just style, it's survival. The world moves with it because it feels true. And in Korea, we know that kind of pain too. We were colonized, invaded, divided. The Japanese, for example, took our land, our names, our voices, even our daughters. They turned them into sex slaves for their soldiers. Generations carried that shame in silence until that silence learned to sing. It became K-pop. Trauma turned into triumph. A nation healing through harmony. Hip-hop, K-pop, different stories, same truth. Pain gives birth to power. Suffering to sound. Without the blues, there is no rhythm.
People are arguing that K-pop, is influenced or comes from Black culture. And I'm out here thinking you can go further than that. The entire pop genre, you can argue, comes from Black culture, because pop is a combination of like hip hop, jazz, funk, soul, and all sorts of genres that, a lot of it comes from Black culture. And I'm not saying like, variations of this and stuff like people getting inspired by this can't make their own original works, but like, a huge chunk of it is inspired by Black culture, whether you like it or not. And this leads to a lot of cognitive dissonance that I've observed, where like you'll see like people say the most racist, darnest things, and then you'll go to their like repost. This is like from one of my personal experience. Like you go to the repost and they're out here like reposting Tekka's like clips from his music videos. I'm like, okay, so you're a Tekka fan and you're saying the most absolutely crazy racist things towards that community, towards the community that Tekka is from. It's just like, it's so weird. It's really weird, and I just like, that's why for one, I feel like a lot of like self-proclaimed racists aren't really racist. They're just misguided, they're misguided and they're just hateful, and that could be changed,
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. Now, I'm your host and presenter, Hygiene Stories. There's something so beautiful about Black people, and the world is just getting to admit it. This is something that it was not easier for white people to admit. It was not easier for the world to admit. But when you see greatness upon greatness, it reaches a point where you cannot deny the fact that Black people are great, but just to appreciate them. And now we are seeing other cultures starting to recognize Black culture. There is a rule when you study anthropology that says that there is no culture that is greater than the other. But let me tell you, brothers and sisters, there is just something special. And I'm not saying that Black culture is special than any other culture, because the work of any culture is to represent a particular culture, is to represent the lives. That's the function of it, right? So the world is starting to see how important Black people are. And this is visible because Black people have played a major role in making a couple of things to be successful in the United States. Definitely, that's just the truth. And it reaches a point because it is only the Black American culture that was being denied. People didn't recognize Black Americans. Or if they didn't, they knew, but they never gave them their credit. But it reaches a point where people say that, no, there's just something about this group of people. And they are, what are they doing? They are seeing to it that it reaches a point that we have to admit, because we have no other ways. The truth is out there. And we all need to admit the truth. And the truth is, Black American culture has played a significant role in making the United States be what it is. It has influenced other cultures. It's like other cultures have been borrowing from the Black American culture. They are the core, they are the base of other cultures. They lead, other cultures follow. And understand, I'm not trying to make other people feel bad about themselves, because Black American, they embody a special type of life. They went through some things. They had their own culture. They have their lives before even slavery began. So this is something that is special, that is happening. And I'm really, really glad that the truth is getting out there and people are starting to see. People are starting to recognize the truth. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about the Black culture. That's the most beautiful thing that the world is just getting to see. So brothers and sisters, I mean, I really don't know what you'll think about this, but just let me know. But before that, I want us to watch this video. There are a compilation of videos of people from different cultures, different spaces coming together and recognize and appreciate Black Americans. So stay tuned as you watch the video. You know, I'll be back with my thoughts and commentaries in regards to this. And if you're watching me for the first time, please make sure to subscribe, like the video so that you can get this kind of content. So let's watch the video. I'll be back.
We are the only people that came to America that became Americans because we had to completely recreate ourselves. And it's a fascinating history. We did that mostly with song. And it's one of the reasons that we still dominate. No matter what else it is, the Black American sound dominates. Everybody wants to sound like us. They don't want to look like us most of the time, but they want to sound like us.
Well, I think secretly, as people tan, they do want to look like us.
Well, you know, you may have a point there.
Right?
Yeah.
They definitely want to dress like us.
Oh, definitely.
And they speak like us.
Yeah.
You know, you've been able to impact a lot of the younger generation, especially in this hip hop culture.
Oh, yeah.
You know, your name right now is revered, you know, and some of the greatest artists on this planet today, like a Kanye West, even mentioned you in songs.
If no one's gonna say it, I'm gonna say it, bro. Fuck it. There's something about black people this superior, sublime. They just got it all, bro. Athleticism, soul, finesse, rhythm. Like, it's the OP race. Think about it. Y'all melanated folk, like, I know I'm glazing, but I kiss you on your forehead. I look up to you. God bless you all.
What do you love about black people?
Let's watch this video.
I like that the fact that they have like different cultures than us, and the fact that like there's so much to learn, and like with like dances, with music, and it's just like it helps like unite the world.
What do you love about black people?
I'd say their athletic ability. They're taking over the sports game, and they're just super gifted with a different bunch of athletic gifts.
What do you love about black people?
I like their food, their fashion, and their music taste.
What do you love about black people?
I like the black girls. They're really pretty, and I like their hair.
What do you love about black people?
I like that they're friendly and that they cook good.
What do you like about black people?
I like their fashion, music, and style.
What do you love about black people?
I really like you guys' smile. You have really pretty smiles and really white teeth. I'm very jealous of that.
What do you love about black people?
You know, I got many black friends. They're pretty funny, they're really chill, and they're overall nice people.
What do you love about black people?
They're very expressive. They're very funny. They're always asking to hang out. And they're very cool.
What do you love about black people?
Bro, there's nothing more beautiful than a black woman. So shout out to all the black queens out there.
Let me know what you think in the comments below.
When you're black, nothing is exciting. Your body's tea. Yeah, of course it's supposed to be tea. You're black. You're good at sports. Yeah, obviously you're gonna be. You're black. You're good at music. Duh, you're black. You can dance. Obviously, you're black. This is why we have Black History Month. Because, no, actually, we're doing shit so much better, so much cooler. Because we're black?
Black people have superpowers. Let me tell you why. Think about it, yeah. If life is a game, then being black is like the highest level, like your game, like the player of the game, like the highest form of the creation of the hilly-pillification. Like, it just, if you think about it, yeah, being black, yeah, in any industry, whether it's rapping, football, being an athlete, influencing, modeling, whatever it is, they're just winning. They take everyone's gal, they got beautiful skin, they can eat anything, and like, it's their genes, it's their DNA. Like, they're just winning. I just, like, it's not fair, but like, it's fair because it makes sense. Like, if reincarnation is real, I can't lie to you. I'm gonna be like, yo, this time I wanna be black. Like, when I incarnate again, like, I wanna feel what it feels like. Get me, like, bruv, I can't lie.
Is it racist to point out the fact that rap music has become probably one of the most atrocious creative contributions to humanity like ever? Now, before you come at me, all right, I'm not saying that if all you do is listen to rap music that you're dumb, but, you know, I am thinking that. I mean, it gets touted as like this art form, right? But it literally oscillates around the most rudimentary poetic device in the English language, I mean, this rhyming, which is what we use in nursery rhymes, what we use to teach 2-year-olds how to shit without missing the pot. I I mean, it showed some promise up until like the mid 90s, I guess, maybe the early 2000s, but ever since then it's like clown music. I mean, I've grown up with people that listen to nothing but rap music, and I swear their IQ is at least 15 points lower than it ought to be. I mean, it just demonstrates an obvious aversion to emotional depth, right? Like, I would encourage anybody that listens to an overabundant amount of rap music to just go 2 weeks. Just go 2 weeks without listening. Listen to anything else. Listen to The Cure. Listen to, Pet Shop Boys. Listen to Nirvana. Listen to Enya, for crying out. Listen to anything else and see how much better you feel.
Why do so many white people get on podcasts, get on TikTok, and talk about how their children don't bathe or how they don't bathe? I feel like there's something to discuss here about whiteness and how it is viewed as clean and pure and better and primary and default. And really, the history goes to show that white people have always been disgusting. Indigenous people, African people, they were bathing, and many of them noted that the first sign of Europeans was their stench, that they were just putrid. And I do think a lot of the reason why people of color in America are so clean, smell so good, have to have their hair done, have to have their makeup done, is because of upward mobility, because the standard for them is so much higher than it is for white people. Like, white women can just walk into Target with a messy bun and sweatpants, and it's like, oh, look at her, like, she could be a multi-millionaire, her husband could be an entrepreneur, yet a black woman is not afforded that same luxury. So I really feel like white women are just rubbing that level of privilege in when they go on podcasts or come on TikTok and talk about how their kids don't bathe. Like, that is disgusting. I'm sorry. I grew up taking a bath every single night. My parents brushed my hair every single night, brushed my hair every single morning. It wasn't that big of a deal. When I got older, I was given deodorant and face wash, and that, like, I have actually been showering twice a day, often, like, especially in the summer, morning and night showers, especially if I'm pregnant. Sometimes I would shower 3 times a day. Like, wash yourself. My sons do not go to bed unless they're clean. I don't want their dirty bodies in their bed, and then every time they get into bed, it's dirty from the day. That's just my own opinion, but I do think that the larger discussion here about whiteness and why white people love to bring it up, love to talk about it. It's like they know somewhere that they are given the power to not have to bathe their kids and still be given so many privileges.
I'll never forget the day a white buddy of mine said black people don't deserve equality because they could never get enough. And that's true. White people are actually scared of equality. That's just how racist we are as a people. And it's not just that one person. White culture in general. Probably I would say most white people, when they hear the word equality, they fear that white people will be oppressed because brown, black, and indigenous people might actually get what's fair and just. That's just how racist we are. And we're so obsessed with the idea of not having equality in America for black, brown, and indigenous people that we don't have health care, that we don't have economic equality. We don't have reasonable gun laws. Our liberties are being stripped because we have a fascist, racist, white supremacist regime in office because we are so scared of equality. We're so scared that black and brown folks might become the majority one day. That we had a black president, and now we've got to have a white supremacist president. That's how scared we are of equality. That's how racist we are as a people. Go to the fucking root. The root of America's problems. The root of the white man and the white woman, their problems, and America and the world. If you think about it, colonialization, white supremacy, the mentality of white people today, not just yesterday, today, right now, the denial racially, the silence, the apathy, the continuous gaslighting, all that fucking shit, that's ruined us. It's ruined white people, and it's ruining our nation. And whose fault is it? White people's fault. Their inability to fucking fix their goddamn problem. Until we fix white supremacy, everything we try will fail. It's dysfunctional and it's toxic, and Trump and this regime is the perfect proof of all that shit. How we got in this fucking mess? White people's bullshit. White people's racist fucking bullshit. Period.
White people, pay attention because this might affect you. And if your kid comes home wearing a shirt with a college or university you've never heard of on their chest, it's most likely an HBCU. Now, HBCU stands for Historically Black College and University, and to be one of these 100 schools, you had to exist prior to the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and your primary student body was Black Americans and other people of color. So why am I telling you all this? Ann and I have been to around 20 campuses in the last 5 months, and I'm here to tell you from what we see, the HBCU culture and community is about to become a full-blown American phenomenon. I mean, as we speak, the iconic film director Tyler Perry is working on a movie called The 6888 about Lieutenant Colonel Charity Adams Early of Wilberforce University, who went on to revolutionize the Army mail system in World War II. And if I'm not mistaken, Blair Underwood of LA Law TV show is writing a Broadway play about the same woman. I mean, maybe you might have heard Spike Lee and Samuel L. Jackson went to these universities, Oprah, or that Vice President Kamala Harris was touring campus this fall. I don't know. Maybe you saw a video somewhere talking about how some of these schools have been screwed out of over $10 billion by state governments. These colleges and universities are about so much more than what you may just see in the media. I promise you. Listen, these campuses are historical, cultural, and educational phenomenons. I'm 52 years old. I've never seen anything in education quite like I do at an HBCU. The way they foster this environment of self-identity, of inclusivity, of belonging, and the importance of an education, not just the books, right? It's more about the network, the brotherhood and sisterhood you make, the connections, the sense of camaraderie and family. Because these graduates, they go out into the world and they build companies, they build communities, and they build families all over the world. And these schools have been around a really long time. Cheney University in Pennsylvania was founded on February 25th, 1837, almost 200 years ago. And these schools have put out so many amazing graduates that have impacted all of our lives. And I'll give you one example. You would not be able to watch me on this cell phone right now if it was not for Tennessee State University alumni Jesse Eugene Russell, the man who gave us the digital wireless networks. I bet you didn't know Sam Walton's niece, Ann Walton, who owns like a bajillion pro sports teams, is an HBCU graduate. So when your little Johnny or Karen inevitably comes home wearing an HBCU shirt, take a minute, research the school, teach yourself, and then take that moment to teach your kids about the history of the school, what it's done, what it stands for, so that it's not just a fashion statement. It's something your child can wear with a little bit of knowledge and pride and respect. Have a great day.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. Again, I'm your host and present Hygiene Stories. Indeed, we can all see that black people are great. Black people are great. They're a group of people that knows whatever they are doing. For the longest time, this is something that was stripped, that was taken away from black folks. But right now, we are truly seeing the significance of black Americans. People are starting to recognize the true significance of black Americans, because they are a great group of people. They are great, and the world cannot deny this. Have you ever seen greatness that cannot be hidden? Yes, they have been trying to hide it for a long time, but it's pouring to the extent that it cannot be hidden. And that's the black American culture for you. When you talk about greatness, when you talk about grit, when you talk about resilience, we talk about what embodies black culture. It is something that has been built from cold ice water. It is something that has been built through fire, through a molten fire. So it embodies both, which makes something stronger, and that's black American culture for you. So brothers and sisters, I really don't know where you're watching me from, but you'll agree with me that these people have always tried to hide the truth from black people. So tell me what you think about this if you're watching this video. As you know, I'm your host and presenter Hygiene. I didn't have much to say, but always just to remind the world about the greatness of Black people. And I think that's the most important thing. So until then, let me see you in my next video. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.